kind of curiosity of like, what's good? Is he going to end up making a piece of absolute crap, or is it going to be really good? You know, so and it strikes me that it might be a little frustrating, not to actually hear the end thing. And if you do want to hear like, well, maybe not all of them, but some of the splurges, I'm going to be doing a listening session, stream in 12 days time. But it might be useful, and the reason I'm doing that, by the way, is just so that they're all the same rough volume. So it struck me that it might be actually useful to actually hear what they sound like now. So look. It's very loud. What I might do is I'll bounce it in real time. What I'm going to do first is save it. Let's call it the reason I'm numbering it is going to try and do as many splurges as possible over the next 10 days. Right, so let's call it, what was it? It's hard to say what key it's in, but B flat-ish, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, 93. Into splurge. Yep. And then for some reason my comments and reactions have stopped again, which is very annoying. See if I can see maybe. Yeah. I do use Ableton actually, Johnny, as well. So Johnny's saying finally somebody who uses Logic and not Ableton. I do use Ableton as well. It's just at the moment I'm using Logic. Be interesting actually. I bet you if I used Ableton, it'd be interesting to see how many more people you'd get. In fact, I might do a test to see if more people were like, it would be an Ableton live stream would be more popular. Yeah. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's go start from there, and then it repeats. Hang on a minute. I don't understand what I did there. What did I do there? Oh, I didn't record that correctly. Okay. Let's just record this again. Darn. Hey, what's going on? Hello, what's going on? Not doing anything. Have I done something? What have I done? Right, thank you. Strange. Yes, no, the last update of Logic has made they're kind of taking Ableton on. I don't know whether that will work or not. I haven't really checked it out. I supported a track that I made 8 years ago on Kling Klong called Groove Theory, and I just wanted to personally thank you. No problem. I will be honest in saying I have absolutely no recollection of that of that track, but then I have very little recollection of the music I made as well. So this box of records over here. So I looked through them now. So I was looking through them with my little boys, and I mean literally some of them I just don't remember at all. I'm like, I've got no idea how that goes. Obviously when I put them on, then I go, oh yeah, I remember this one, but I don't remember them. So, but anyway, no problem. It was probably a good track then. So at the moment all I'm doing is just recording down this big mistake in there, but I think I'm going to do something with that if I choose to take this one forward. Right, I'm going to tell you off now, Shy. Right. Prepare yourself, I'm getting my stick out. Shy, come here. Wrist out. By the way, people watching who don't understand, Shy is in my LEAP program, is in the LEAP community, so I would call him a client, student. That kind of a person. I don't know, it's a bit weird calling someone a student, isn't it? Anyway, so hand out, right? Other hand, slap yourself across the wrist. Hard! Right. Now, let's think about this. You saying this is a big update, which wasted me a lot of time on YouTube watching videos on it. Why? Why is your first reaction, Shy, naughty boy, to, when there's a big update, go and watch videos about it? Have you learned nothing? Have you learned nothing, grasshopper? And I thought we were making progress. What you do when there's a big update and there's something new is you don't go and watch videos about it. What you do is you go and you go, oh, I've got the wrong camera on. Anyway, you go, okay, there's this thing here. All right, what does that do? And you use it. Yeah, you don't, why are you watching videos about it? You do that afterwards when you don't know what to do. So you write down the things, well, I don't understand that, I don't understand that, I don't understand that. And then you can go and find specific things. Yeah? Yes. It hurts. Yeah, of course you've splurged before. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You splurged before it and you splurged after. But that, like, honestly, the first thing to do when you get a new bit of gear or you get a big update or something like that is not to go and watch a bunch of videos on it. Yeah, I really, really thoroughly recommend not doing that. I'd recommend getting your hands dirty and seeing what you can do first. Maybe actually, like, even better would be, well, maybe not even better. Even better would be just doing it without any. I mean, that's what I'm going to do. I haven't had time yet, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take a look myself and say, oh, what's that? What does that? What does that do? What does that do? I don't understand that. Yeah. And occasionally, what I might do is refer to the manual, like the help or something, while I'm doing that, if there's something really obvious. And if there isn't something really obvious, I mean, and while I'm doing that, I would actually be making a piece of music. Yeah, I would be splurging with it. Yeah. Now, I know there are some bits of gear where you can't really do that because it's way more complicated than that, and it's like literally like flying blind. But I'm sure that this is something that you could figure out. Yeah. Like actually being able to figure things out without being plugged into the internet and having like information is something that we really need to cultivate in ourselves. Yeah. And Shai's saying, I know you're right, Mike. I just couldn't help it. Yes, you could. Of course you could. There's hundreds of things that you do every day that you don't do every day. That, yeah, some urges and thoughts and feelings that you have every day that you don't do. Yeah. Old habit. Fair enough. I've waited a long time for this update. Okay. If you've waited a long time for this update, do not go and like descend into the YouTube rabbit hole. Yeah. I mean, I know this is ridiculous because I'm like streaming on YouTube right now. Yeah. But I'm the one guy who tells you go and do the thing rather than watching videos about the thing. Yeah. So there we go. Anyway, stick put away. I'm sorry I was on the wrong cam there for that. That was unfortunate. I was getting you to slap your wrist and stuff like that. Anyway. Okay. So there's a question from Sleepy Fishy Cat from Twitch. What is the shortest way to release quality music? There's not enough information in that question for me to really answer it. Do you mean the shortest way to release quality music? Depending where, like, are you talking about, I've got some quality music, how do I release it? That's one question. Or, I don't have any music, and I want to, I mean, what point of the process are you? Yeah. If you're just talking about the distribution of it, like sign up to if you've already got some quality music, then get a distribution deal with one of the billions of distributors there are. Yeah. Which is relatively easy. What's the one? I can't even remember what it's called. Anyway, something.io. Anyway, basically you sign up for that and you can just upload your stuff onto all of the different stores. So that's the shortest way to really, and you'd have to have some artwork and a mastered track. Yes, I'm using my iPhone as a Stream Deck at the moment. But if you're asking what's the shortest way to make quality music, then that's a different question. And I would say in that case, okay, Diplo Dive, you can ask me a question too. Then basically make as many ideas as you possibly can. Yeah, splurge them out. Okay. And if you want to know how to do that, then go to my YouTube page, go to this video on the YouTube page, and in the description, you can sign up for a course, which is free at the moment. It's $50 usually, and there's details in the description of this video. This video is called, I can't remember what it's called. What is it called? This video is called, the second one. I can't remember what the first one was. Yeah, okay. So it's just to release. Yeah. But anyway, let me finish this thought. So the quickest way to make quality music is to make as many ideas as possible, choose the best ones and be working on them and basically practice. Okay. And if you want to know how to do that, then go to the YouTube video and there will be a link to a thing and you can sign up and there's a coupon code and it's all good. Right. In terms of distribution, simply get a distribution deal. There's loads of them. I wish I could remember the name of the one, which is the really simple one. Unfortunately, with that one, something.io. Can't remember. Yeah, totally gone. But you know, there's Symphonic, there's CD Baby, there's I'm being put on the spot now, but literally loads and loads of distributors. distribution really has been commoditized. It's a very, it's just an absolutely massively crowded market. It's not going to be hard to actually do that. But what you definitely will need is a quality piece of music that's been mastered, and some artwork. And there are certain rules about the kind of artwork for the various shops. But it's really simple. It's kind of, it's getting more and more like uploading something to SoundCloud these days. It's day 0 of my challenge is the name of the video. There you go. So Shy, what app am I using? Stream Deck. There's an app called Stream Deck on the phone. It sometimes disconnects quite a few times, so I'm using a separate phone to the one I'm using which is a backup internet connection one. So yeah, it's Stream Deck. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. So it's got the different buttons, so I can press. I can also set up other things, but I haven't sorted that out yet. So computer cam. Oh, hello. Synth cam. Hello. Studio cam. Hello. So. No, I can't get it back in. There we go. There we go. So, Johnny, I've actually got a Stream Deck coming, supposedly, if Harvey Norman get their act together. I think they're having an absolute nightmare with the pandemic because they're a very, very non-online company. Anyway, it was loads cheaper from there, so I got it from there, and they say that it's coming at the end of May. Thing is, getting anything to do with live streaming from anywhere is really hard right now because everyone's trying to do it. Oh, I need a webcam. Oh, I need a Stream Deck. Oh, I need this. So it's kind of the supplies are running out. Forget toilet paper. We need more webcams. So right, Johnny, do you have any tips on how to finish tracks faster? I think so. I think I might, given that that's what I've been focused on doing almost exclusively for the last 8 years, is coaching people on how to finish tracks faster. So, yes, a lot. So, I have a tendency of knocking out a loop idea extremely quickly, but when it comes to making an arrangement, I take forever. I've been producing tracks for 9 years, and I'm still rubbish at finishing tracks quickly. Okay. What I might do, John, it's really funny when someone. The reason I'm kind of laughing, I'm not laughing at you, I'm just laughing at the question, is that like literally my coaching business, I have focused so intensely on helping people finish tracks, not just faster, make much better music in a lot less time. Those are the things that I've been focused on because that's what I wanted to do, right? I've been focused on. I've created a whole thing about it called the Automatic Music Machine. Okay. Let's actually show you. So this is a kind of representation of the Automatic Music Machine. Okay. So each of these cards is an idea, right? So here's all the started ideas. Yeah. So these are all the splurges, and these are the things that I'm splurging, the ideas that I'm creating, and then they go into the rest of the machine. Yeah. Essentially, it's how you make much better music in a lot less time, because basically what we're doing is we're making multiple tracks at the same time. We're working on multiple tracks at the same time, which gives you loads and loads of benefits. I won't go deeply into it, but basically it goes through, you splurge something, then it goes into discover, then it goes into draft, then it goes into done, and then it goes into release, and then it's released. Yeah. Now, something that I need to focus on is getting more stuff released, because I've got an absolute bunch of stuff that's basically done, but I'm not going to make any excuses. But basically, I'm just about to make excuses though. So these are excuses. I'm making excuses. But basically, like it's my business, particularly with the pandemic, has just gone completely nuts in lots of different ways. Good ways, some ways, and bad ways in other ways, which has kind of made it very, very. It's like lots has changed, which has made it very difficult to focus on doing the things I need to do. But that's one of my focuses. But for instance, I finished this album in a month, and you can go and hear it on all of the major outlets. It's called The Begin. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, answering that question, Johnny, is it's like a, where do I start? There's loads and loads of things that you're probably doing that you don't want to be doing, and loads of things, or maybe not exactly that you don't want to be doing, but there's loads of ways of approaching it that are going to be holding you back, that are obstacles that you're creating for yourself. Yeah, both in terms of your creative process and in here as well. And there's going to be loads of things that you can start doing, which will mean that it becomes much smoother, much more fun. I mean, the struggle is part of the process. Let's just be clear about that. But there are a bunch of things that you can start doing. What I would recommend is go to the link in this description, yeah, and the post, yeah, and sign up for the program. It's $50 usually, but it's free at the moment if you use the coupon code. Okay, sign up for the program. Go through that, and yes, that is about idea generation, but where the problem actually starts is in the idea generation. It's how you're approaching the idea generation. You'll learn a lot just from that, just from doing the idea generation part. Okay, you may well, if you've been making music for 9 years, find that you don't have just doing this will kind of, you go, oh, okay, right. And anyway, I do actually show you a very basic version of the automatic music machine at the end of the, I'll show you kind of how it works very simply. So that's what I would recommend. I've got more than tips. I've got a whole thing on it. It's what I've been doing. It's what I've been obsessed about for the last 8 years. So yeah. Okay. Let's go back to Studio Cam. Do I have any more questions? No, it's okay. It's okay, John. I know you're new here, and I'm not laughing at you. It's just interesting when people go, do you have any ideas on how to? And I'm like, yeah, just a few. I can literally talk about it for a week. Yeah, do this, don't do this, do this. Here's yeah. So that's how to find out. Yeah. Do I have so? Rose asking. Well, thank you, Flex. That's very kind of you. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm not sure about my personality though. Sometimes I wonder. So, Ro, do you have? Yeah. Do you have someone you regularly hire for mastering? In fact, what I'm going to do while I'm answering these questions is, in the background, I'm going to bounce this out. So I will do it over music. How about that? A little background music while I answer questions. Have I already done that? I already did it. Huh. Oh, there you go. Did I? Oh, no, it was the wrong one, wasn't it? It didn't work. Yeah. Okay. Yes, replace. Right. It's okay. I don't mind. You can replace it. Okay. So... yeah, it says it in the description. The power, it's practice 2020. Read what's in the description. It says it all there. Yeah. So in the coupon code, you say practice 2020, and the $50 will come off. Okay. No worries at all, Johnny. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, so Ro was asking, do I have someone I regularly hire for mastering? Yes, I do. He's called, in fact, he was on the live stream 2 days ago. He came and said hello. He's called Klaus, and he's really good. Wonderful fellow, and really good mastering, and he does mixing as well, but you don't have to do the mixing part. So how you can find him is by finding the group on Facebook called Heavyweight Bass. Okay, and yeah, I've got nothing but good things to say about him. So yes, I use him all the time. There are other people as well, but there's a recommendation for you. Ron, yes, I am. I'm doing the live stream. questions? There we go. I think we're all good. Right, so I'm just bouncing this down, and then once this is bounced down, I'm gonna finish this live stream. But it's been great to talk. Tomorrow, what is going on is I'm doing a coaching call with the Idea Explosion Challenge peeps. I have posted in both the Leap community, which is separate to the Idea Explosion one, and the Idea Explosion community, how to register for that call, so you can come on. We can actually have a conversation. Actually, Johnny, if you sign up for the Idea Explosion Challenge, then at this time tomorrow, in fact it'll be 2 hours before now, we can have a conversation about how you're finishing tracks, and we could actually get you some ideas up front. The thing is, it's very hard for me to give like specific advice about that without knowing what you're actually doing. Yeah. Because there's 1,000 different things that could be slowing you down, and there's like 10,000 ways of overcoming those things. All I can say about it is, so if you can, join the Idea Explosion, go onto the community, and then register for this first call, which is like about 22 hours from now. Yeah, and then we can have a conversation, and I can actually help you specifically with what it is that you're struggling with, because I can honestly say that the problem has been solved, but that isn't to say, that sounds like hype, right? The problem of finishing much better music in a lot less time has been solved. That sounds like hype, but I just want to qualify it and say that one of the ways it's being solved is that we have to understand that the creative process, by definition, is struggle. We don't need to be creative without struggle. So it is in part about surrendering, in a sense. Not that's probably going to make people are like, but surrendering to the struggle, allowing the struggle to be there. It's not actually a problem. And once you do that, you actually realize that many of the obstacles that you've been facing are because you're trying to remove the struggle. Yeah, we want to work with the struggle, because without the struggle, we don't need to be creative. Okay, so I will see you all tomorrow. I'm going to do for the first time, and it'll just be on YouTube tomorrow. I will be live streaming a Zoom call. Ooh, how about that? So we'll see how that goes. I don't know, I've never tried it before, so fingers crossed it will work. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay sanitized. Don't forget to sign up for the Idea Explosion Challenge, which is free at the moment, if you're kind of interested in more of how to finish lots more music and it be a lot better. How's that possible? But until then, even if you don't do that, it's all cool. I'll still be here live streaming every day. So until then, onwards and upwards.